YouTube family, G just me driving knives. I'm gonna get another name for my subscribers, and I'm trying to come up with something. Um, just want to say thank you all for subscribing, viewing, sharing, liking. I appreciate it that you love me so much. Love- You love my puppy as well, Saxton. He got so many names. He got Only Saxton. He got Mr. Nosy and Pooh. But I'm truly grateful that God has blessed me to be able to do the things that I'm doing and keep me healthy, have all of my limbs. I just appreciate the Lord for what He's doing. I'm out today running errands, so y'all just bear with me. He's not with me today. Saxton is not with me. He's at home. But because if I bring him with me while I'm running errands, I won't be able to get nothing done. I'm telling y'all. But God gave me something today. He was showing me that when you're trying to do something, become that. Because when you put yourself in that position, eventually it's going to happen. And he was showing me that it's just like put yourself in the place that, oh, I'm doing it. Go ahead, start doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I just thank the Lord for it. I thank God because a lot of times when we into something, we don't see, we don't understand what was happening. But the Lord said, if you put yourself there, it's just like just put yourself in a position that you're already doing what you're doing. Become that. And I'm just forever grateful because I never thought that I would be a writer. When I was a little girl, I was writing poems and stuff like that, songs. But looking to write a book one day. I'm looking to put my book out there and just speak a little bit on my life. My mom, my siblings, which I don't like to be sued, so I myself, I just start out with just myself, you know, about my mother, you know. Um, I now feeling down Wednesday is because I looked at 14 from '06 to 2019 was 14 years that I went through depression, and come to find out Mother's Day is on the 14th, and I was like, what? Mother's Day is on the 14th of May, y'all. Normally be on my grandmother's birthday, the 13th of May. Oh, she get all kind of gifts and stuff. She had passed away when she was 109, 2021 December. So I was just like, wow. Every year we used to celebrate her birthday on Mother's Day or whatnot, and just have such a sweet time with her. But the Lord let me know that there's things I can do to, how we can celebrate somebody's life. Sound the way, the truth, and the life. Oh wow, Jesus. um, Keep up with their memories. Don't let their memories die. The teachings that they taught you, the prayers, and it's just amazing that we got this. What they left, because they could have been like, oh, you know, I'm like, wow, man. I'm telling you, my mom left me some kind of inheritance, and my granny did too. You know, but I'm out here in these streets. So don't forget, if you start something, become that. Become what you put out to start. What you start, become that. Don't waste no time. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we waste, and after a while somebody else took it, and ran with it and stuff. A lot of people don't even know me, and I heard one of my songs on the radio that I wrote when I just turned 20, and I'm like, wow, I didn't understand about editing and copyright. I didn't understand about that, because if I did, I would have sued her because it was in a book that one of the ladies in the church had came up with, the Gospel Press book, where it had all the memories of the saints, the things that testimonies of the saints, and I put a song in there, and somebody took my song and recorded it. I didn't know no better. Because I could, like I said, I could have sued her because it was in the book with my name on it, time and date and everything. That's copywritten. That's like a sign of copywritten, where somebody would take your stuff, and just it's a shame. And then they do it like if they came up with it. But the Lord let me know, don't waste time because somebody else can get your stuff. They can get you make a God, they can get a song just like yours and stuff like that. Come up with a song just like yours. So, hey, don't waste no time, man. Live in your purpose. Live in your we can't do what somebody else is doing. We can do something similar, but God has something for us to do, and then I thank God for that. You know, I'm not in competition. I don't try to do what nobody else is doing. That's all I wanted to put out there. I look a little sleepy too. God, I look sleepy. Gotta take this and get a stamp on it. Going to the post office, and that be it. Mhm. I was looking at my bill from Badcock. And I told him that I'm gonna pay it off real fast. I'm gonna try hard to pay it off real fast because that builds your credit. When you can just pay your bills on time and stuff like that. And I'm gonna say this. Somebody need to hear this. Somebody don't know how to save money. Somebody don't know how to build. I had an idea a long time ago. I wrote out my budget and I was doing this already. But then I got off track when I got a little older. When I was in Georgia, I had a thing that I wrote out. Okay, um, about money. Like say for instance, I put myself. I hate this thing. Um. Anyways, I had where if I take out money, I put back money, or I put back double. I had myself on allowance $200 a month, and then and what I did, the money that I didn't spend, I put it back. And so it came to me the African woo, this thing get on my nerve. These two colored guys, I don't like to say African Americans because we weren't born in Africa. I don't mind saying it, but I'll be correcting people. I'm colored. I'm a colored human being. Well, anyways, they came on, they were speaking about how you should save your money and how you should borrow from yourself. Because a lot of times we get into these loans. But I got loans when I was in Georgia, but I paid them off. We get into these loans and they draw interest. You thinking you saving, but really you're not. So they was showing me that, hey, but all it did was bring back to life what I was been doing a long time ago. I wrote out my budget. I said, okay, I got this such and such amount in here. I got this such and such amount in here. And I said, I need $50. So I take $50 out. You got to put it back. You burn from yourself. That's why it's always good to always make sure you do things like get your priorities straight because doing a budget can be easy, just writing down stuff. But if you're not keeping up with that budget, you're not staying in that how you say alignment of that budget, you always lose out. So me, I can do a financial class because first of all, I'm trying to teach people how to save, because the Bible said we are not borrowers, we lenders. But they had showed me how to do this to get back on the right track, because you got to look at it like this here. If I put $1,000 in my budget, I don't know, people drive so stupid, man. And I need $100 of that. I'm the type of person is I take out $100 and put that $100 back plus an extra $20. That's let me know that not being tight on myself, but I know that I have a mindset of what I'm looking to do one of these days. Like traveling. I make sure I have that's gonna be in my account to where I want to travel. I'll be able to go where I want to, and I ain't even got to touch my bank account because I have it. You know what I'm saying? I have it within myself. So when I get ready to leave, I can just pop up and leave and go. So somebody out there, you know what I'm saying? I know how. So yeah, it's very important, y'all. I'm telling you, it's so very important. And lately, I haven't been seeing too many people on the streets. I haven't been seeing a lot of people, homeless people, and because there was times I would see them, maybe because it's cool or I don't know, but yeah, my eye look a little red, peachy like. But yeah, we have to understand the truth. We have to deal with things. Sometimes you do have to be tight on yourself if you want to prosper. Depends on what it is. And then, like you trying to save something that you really don't need. Now that's different too, because the Bible says don't put your money to usury. Don't be wasteful. And I'm the type of person. I was like, oh, okay. I'm learning how to spend for groceries and everything. Like, and I don't mind spending $200 for groceries, but to me, it seemed like the same $200 that you used to spend, you're not getting as much for that $200. So I cut back. And I said, do I really need that? Do I really need it? So I look at it like this. If I don't need it, I don't get it. But hey, I'm into shoes and clothes though. Perfumes. Now that's my weaknesses. And my weaknesses, y'all. But clothes and shoes, perfumes, purses. Man, my weaknesses, y'all. My weaknesses. So yeah, I just like style. I love dressing up. Or today I'm not dressed up. I just came out the house to run this errand, and I'm thinking about doing a little grocery shopping while I'm out here. I'm thinking about it. If it's meant for you to be something, become that. Don't waste no time. Like I was saying earlier, um, become that. And you got in your mind that I want to be a teacher. Okay, get your books out. Go to doing what you're supposed to do and become that. Become a teacher. And after a while, you be like, oh, now I got enough nerve to go out and talk to people about different things. It's different levels of teaching. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, yeah, that's what my life has consisted of. Oh my God. I know I'm not sleepy, Lord. I'm not sleepy. I am not sleepy. I'm looking for this post office, y'all. I'm looking for, and I got this this thing on, a navigation thing, and stuff like that. She is loud. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I did with my shades. I didn't bring my shades with me. Nope. Sun trying to shine now. It's beautiful out here. And I'm gonna start going again. I'm gonna start getting out more, and doing things that is profitable. That is to help the others and myself. I'm gonna get out. I want to go back to work. I want to go work in the counseling facility like I was doing a long time ago. And I got my degree for it. My associate's degree for counseling, and also got a criminal justice degree, and I got my bachelor's degree. I'm working on my master's. Need to go ahead and finish it, but it all deals with behavior changes, counseling, um, trying to figure out, doing investigations, trying to figure out, why there's so many, like even depressions and social anxiety, all different kinds of levels. You just can't say depression has so many levels to it, to where you really can't pinpoint on different things. You got to work on studying certain levels of depression, because some levels will cause people to kill themselves. Some levels will cause people to just get to themselves, like, you know, be not social. And then some levels will turn them into have mental issues and stuff like that. So it's different levels and physical. You know what I'm saying? It could turn into physical anxiety. You can have like that could be dangerous as well. So when I was working in a facility, I had to go to these different facilities and write notes, and I learned that there are different levels of addicts. You don't have to addict ain't always got to be alcoholic or a drug addict, or it could be a gambler or whatnot. That could be an addict. So if you're gonna study counseling and stuff, you got to understand all the levels of um, addictions and stuff like that. So one man was in there. He was a gambler, and he told me, he said he spent $50,000 a month. I said, bring it to me, bring it to mama, and I show you how to spend it. You know what I'm saying? I show you how to actually spend money correctly. And he looked at me and smiled. He said, I know. And we was talking about your family and stuff like that. Like if you do stuff like that, how it affects your family, not just you. And like with me, when I try to kill myself, I didn't think about anybody else. And if I would have been in my right mind, it would have been like, oh, I got family, I got people that's here. If I would have killed myself, my mom, it would have told my mom up. You know what I'm saying? It really would have just messed her all up, and stuff like that. And I was just 20, just turning 20 years old. I slit my wrist. I took 100 pills, but God said no. The mother of the church, one of the mothers came, and she said she kept hitting me. I wouldn't wake up. She kept calling my name. She said, and after a while, she went to praying. She just went to praying, and then I went to coughing, like coming to. But just being a young girl that, you know, these young people out here don't know. They don't understand, and we supposed to help them. We're supposed to help them through it all. And anybody, it don't matter if it's young or old, somebody's in trouble, we supposed to be the ones like, okay, we don't been through all this stuff. We don't been there. Oh, now I belong to Christ Jesus. Now I'm in Christ. We supposed to be in a place where we can help others. You know what I'm saying? It's not just speech. It's not just words. It's action. So I am forever grateful that I've been through the things I've been through. I'm forever grateful that God gave me a chance and opportunity to help others. I'm grateful for a lot. I'm grateful for everything that God has put out for me. You know what I'm saying? So I just know that we are in a place of um, action. Action is action, not this, but action. And I'm telling y'all, this is a great platform for us because just like I was looking at Coach Sheena, and she was speaking of depression, she was speaking of different things, different changes. Okay, she didn't know I was going through nothing Wednesday. She didn't know how I was feeling Wednesday. I wasn't going through. It's like I'm better with everything, but I had a sad moment. I was going through, and I was wondering why I'm missing my mama so much. I'm in a place of missing my mother. And come to find out, okay, I went back and I said from 2006 to 2019, God healed me from depression. I was at the deep depression. I was in the deep side of depression to where I didn't care if I lived or died. You know what I'm saying? Every time you look at me, I would cry. Every time you would say something about my mom, and I never was a crier, but I became a crier when my mother passed. And I thank God. I'm gonna say this. When I was in Germany, and I didn't know my mom was sick. I had just talked to my mom that Monday, and when I hung up from my mother, she died that Monday, and I didn't learn my mom was had passed away until that Thursday. And I'm like, what? No, I thought it was my grandmother because my at the time my grandmother was 95 years old, and I said, no, it can't be my mother. They said no. They said her name and everything. They said I lifted up this big old table, and it took over 6 minutes to hold me down. I didn't know I was that strong, but I was crying. Man, I hurt so bad. And I'm getting knotted right here, right now. But I cried, I hurt so bad because I'm like, Lord, you took my best friend. You took my mother, the only person I can actually talk to or just sit on the phone and just we be quiet with one another. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to talk to each other. My mama understood me. My mama could look me in my eyes and let me know that, hey, I know what you're fixing to do. She didn't know when something was wrong. I didn't have to tell her, which I never told my mom if I was having a bad day. I never told my mom, but my mother knew. You know what I'm saying? My mama knew. And I knew about her. I knew when she was having something was wrong, wasn't right. So she died, and I went into that depression stage. And when the counselors was working with me, they found out that wasn't the only thing that it was just the topping of the cake that made me flip. You know what I'm saying? But the great thing, I'm not saying I never understood this, but I started thanking God that my situation that I was going through, I was able to help somebody else. And I'm gonna tell y'all, this young lady, her and her husband are very special to me. They was my sergeants in Germany. Um, her and her mother was at odds with one another, and she said that day changed her. I was screaming, and she said after they helped me in my room, she went and called her mother and told her mother she was sorry. She went to talking to her about, Mom, I love you. She said when she told me that, and I said, look at God. A lot of times our circumstances might seem harsh, but to help others to come through, to help others to make it through, that really helped me and it really changed me. It really like opened up my eyes to understand that it's not about you all the time. And whatever you're going through, God is able to carry you through. God is able to um, bring you out of situations, and I'm telling you from '06 to 2019, I wish I would have known Coach Sheena back then. I wouldn't have wasted my time with no counselor They just sit there and make money, but I just thank God for the word. The word, I'm telling y'all, when you're going ready to go do something, make sure you already prayed up, you in the word. Make sure that uh you're in a place where, okay, did I come to the wrong place? You're in a place where this ain't it. You're in a place that when you start going through something, you have something to fall back on. And I promise you, it won't be so bad. You're gonna cry. You're gonna have them hard times. You're gonna have things that is gonna happen, disappointments. But I learned that over the years, when things start hitting me, like people that so-called friends, or all they wanted to do is come into my life to attach to my life to mess me up or to stop my blessings, but they learned that they couldn't. They died out. God took them and pulled them away to where they couldn't be in my life no more. And now that's why you see me by myself, and I love being by myself. I love being by myself because I don't have to worry about these things like people taking and people lying, and they know they're not being truthful. Some people just want to come into your life to stop you, and that's not cool. I made it to the post office, and I've been passing this post office for the longest. But yep, I wish I had Coach Sheena when I was actually going through my depression, because the way she explains it is totally she'll do good in the field, the counseling field, because the way she explains it and break it down, y'all, I'm telling you. That's why I go on and look at her replays, because I wish I could catch her live all the time, but gotta get in here. I love you all.